dips. I'm still trying to figure out how Dalen got into our studio, man. Who let him in here? No, we love having him here. He can stay every day of the week. Likewise, Jade, I'm going to ask to make her way across the studio because we are starting a party. Hosting doesn't have to mean cooking for hours. This Mzansi 7-color dip board, the ultimate shortcut to a beautiful, delicious spread with 7 bold, locally inspired dips and a grilled veg element for guests to dip, to scoop, to wrap, to just get stuck in. We love it. And we have got a beautiful array here to get you set, obviously, for game day. Jade, I felt like they were ganging up on you with silliness. It was just a whole lot of silliness.
They were.
Okay, so you can be, I don't want to say less silly here. No, this is a safe place. Welcome to the kitchen.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on everything that's happening in your world right now. I love seeing people expand.
Yeah, I know. Love to go.
And that's what it feels like you're doing. So what we're going to do is get you to do something absolutely simple and mundane.
Okay.
And decant our dips. And you can explain to us what dip you're putting into each. But we've gone for kind of a 7 colors kind of vibe here, and we're trying to include as much diversity. Are you that person, if there is going to be a big game or a big moment, do you host or do you
love a
dodge a bullet?
charcuterie board. So, like, I'm that person. I like to do the honey drip and everything. So I go all out with that. I also love it to be bright and colorful. We must have options. We must
7 colors. So we're on the money. You can do that. I'm going to start decanting. So we've got a not quite a charcuterie, but something similar with a lot of my favorite South African flavors. Atchar, I love. I think it's the most underused pickle ever in the world.
You can put it on everything. Anything. I put it on everything. It's so good.
Exactly.
Eggs as well. It's the best. It's the best
But
eggs.
you can also have an egg with anything. So, I mean, it stands to reason. So I love that. Then we've got some green Kalamata olives. Love that. And we are going to bolster it with a bit of guacamole. And then the heavy hitters, 2 beautiful pestos.
Nice.
We cook with our pestos. Why can't we dip with our pestos? Okay.
That's true.
So what is your go-to when you are the hostess with the mostess? What do people expect when they because I just have this feeling, I'm trying to pump you up here, but I have a feeling that you've got superpowers in this space.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm not that hostess. That's why I'm like, your powers, your feelings are off. But I'm like I told you, the charcuterie board, that is my thing. My mom is the hostess. I'm not going to lie. She's the hostess in the family. She's the party planner. So, and I'm that lazy person that shows up at our house and
starts the party.
Yeah,
okay.
That's me.
See, we need to have those.
I bring the wine.
Just very quickly, talk us through what's gone in there. What is our first dip?
So, the first dip is the South African feta and herb dip.
Ooh.
Yeah, basically, that's it. And I think it has feta cheese on the top, but I just mixed it in there. Quite yum. It smells good.
I suppose because you've got to kind of think about the strong flavors, the soft flavors, the more accessible flavors, because everyone's going to come with a different palate, right?
Yeah. And then we have caramelized onion hummus. Oh, this also looks good.
Very nice. I like that. I like the little chickpea
we have some chickpeas
addition on the top there. Absolutely wonderful.
Really cute.
All right, so I'm going to step in now with our sun-dried tomato pesto, which smells absolutely amazing. And this is where the fun begins for me, because now I'm thinking, if I can get a chip with a bit of the sun-dried tomato pesto, a bit of atchar and an olive, I've created a flavour that my mouth has never had before. You know what I'm saying?
And the colours, once again. The colours.
Hey? Absolutely popping.
I eat with my eyes first, so, you need...
We all do, my friend, we all do. We eat with our eyes and our nose long before our tongue gets involved in the equation. I think even when we're tasting, it's our nose doing most of the job anyway. So you're on the money with working through your senses. So, girl, I need your help here. Okay, so obviously the Springbok ladies, they open their World Cup campaign up against Brazil on Sunday.
Okay.
And there's this massive drive now to get support for the ladies. But for me, it's not so much about converting the old boys of men's rugby. It's about getting young girls, in the same way that America, for instance, is latching onto touch rugby, the power of the 15-man game, 15-woman game, what you can do with this beautiful sport. What is your advice now from a South African perspective to drive the Springbok brand for the ladies? How can we best show up for them, do you think, in the online space?
I feel like you should also start in schools, because I feel like that's definitely where we start with sports, especially. Like, I mean, I went to commercial school, so we didn't have much sports, and it wasn't that great. But I feel like educating the girls at school about rugby and the game, making them fall in love with it, and then it will just take off from there.
It's going to happen, and we've got the stars. For me, someone like Nadine Roos, who I actually got to train with her in gym, and she could bench more than me, and it was such a moment in my young life. And then I think, and she was playing sevens at at that stage, and they did this thing called the Ring of Death, which was just crazy. Basically, they put me in the middle of the ring, and then they beat me up for like 10 minutes.
Initiation,
just to show me the level of physical intensity that these ladies play rugby with. And it was just mind-blowing. But I love the fact that this Women's Month, everything is kind of lining up.
Yeah.
But the best part, we have spent an entire month every day with incredible women like you. So thank you for representing what you do in the world. I love you for that. It's made our job really easy over the last month. Okay, so I'm going to put the finishing touches. I think the sun-dried tomato pesto is the best thing I've ever tasted. So I think that's the win. But I'm going to add a little bit of guac in there as well. And then I'm going to just sprinkle some chips and some butties around.
We had some biltong, it would have been great, but okay.
100%. There's always that one person who rocks up at number 99, side seat drives in the kitchen, leans across. I think I'm that guy. We are obviously getting really excited about the Springbok ladies taking on Brazil, starting their first World Cup campaign, and we need to play our part. So we're going to be chatting to our very own rugby player, resident superstar Zoe Human is in the house to chat all things rugby in just a moment. And I think we are just about ready for game day. What went into our final little platter there?
Oh, wait, I'm putting the...
There we go. For the win. Oh, look at her.
There we go.
You do have a host in you somewhere. It's there, Jade. It's there. No, you're an absolute superstar. Thank you for bringing your beautiful energy into our space and to our days, every day online. We might not let you leave. Depends whether Dalen's still in the house or not.
But I'm here. I don't mind.
Maybe she'll talk rugby after this. We'll see you now. Look at that.